Have you ever tried to add a swipe gesture to your UI table view, only to find it just doesn't work? It's frustrating, right? If that's you, then you're in the right place. Today, we're going to troubleshoot why your swipe up gesture isn't responding as expected. I totally get it. You set everything up in the storyboard, added your UI table view, and even implemented a swipe gesture. But when it comes time to use it, nothing happens. You're not alone in this struggle. Many developers face similar issues. Here's the specific situation we're looking at. One user recently asked, "Why isn't my swipe up gesture working with my UI table view?" They mentioned that they added a swipe gesture recognizer but saw no response when swiping. Sound familiar? Let's dive into this together and find a solution. So what could be causing this issue? Often it comes down to gesture recognizers conflicting with the UI table view's own gestures. We'll break it down step by step so you can pinpoint the problem. And don't go anywhere. I've got a crucial tip at the end that will help you ensure your gestures work seamlessly in your app. To resolve the issue with the swipe gesture not working, the user should first ensure that the gesture recognizer is added to the correct view. In this case, it should be added to the main view of the view controller, not the table view. Next, the user should implement the UI gesture recognizer delegate methods. This is important to allow the gesture recognizer to recognize gestures when interacting with the table view. Additionally, the user should ensure that the gesture recognizer does not interfere with the table view's scrolling. This can be done by returning false in the delegate method when the table view is being interacted with. Finally, the user should test the implementation. They can do this by running the app and swiping up on the main view to see if the gesture is recognized and the message is printed. Did you know? The first iPhone didn't even have a swipe gesture. We've come a long way in mobile development, but sometimes the simplest things can trip us up. Now, let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative solution provided by another user is to implement a delegate method. This method allows both the table view's pan gesture and your swipe gesture to be recognized at the same time. That wraps up that answer. Let's move on to another one. An alternative solution provided by another user suggests adding a delegate method to your view controller. This method allows gesture recognizers to recognize gestures simultaneously. This method ensures that both gestures can be recognized at the same time, which is crucial for your swipe gesture to work alongside the UI table view's built-in gestures. Here's the crucial tip I promised. Always test your gesture recognizers in a real device environment. Simulators can sometimes behave differently than actual devices. And there you have it. With these troubleshooting steps, your swipe-up gesture should be working perfectly now. Remember, testing on real devices is key. If you found this helpful, hit the subscribe button for more tips and don't miss our next video on enhancing user interactions.